Okie dokie, gonna talk to Baderon here and get back to the forest. Get back to Gridania. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania, and that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for adventurers to survive the bedlam in Sestasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Miounne, me counterpart at Gridania. Good luck, lass. And I believe this, yep, Gridania. So I can teleport for free anytime, ad nauseum, ad infinitum, whatever. To I'm gonna set this as home point. I think it already okay. To Limsa and kind of use that as my home point kind of thing in a way. And then once we get all the way out to like some outer reach kind of areas, I set my home point there. I can keep my free home point in Limsa for a while. I'd probably switch it to Gridania at that point because that's where most of my quests come from. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, it's you, Mercy. 'Tis so good to see you again. What's that? Here at Baderon's suggestion, you say? The foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. That completes Call to Forest. I want to do the Lancer thingy, but I also don't want to stop this video just for one stupid little quest. Alright. Fire in the Gloom. Cutscene. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting me. Beg pardons for interrupting, Miounne, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? Says Lewin from behind you. And good morrow to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Lewin comes walking up. Sees it's you. Well, if it isn't our very own woman for all seasons. You certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Mercy. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tam Terra Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past when you leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Mercy? You nod your head. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard post at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. You know what? Yeah, I want to do the Lancer thing. So that is where I'm going to stop, not this video, but this part, like the continuation of that quest, Fire in the Gloom. We're going to jaunt on up to the big old aetherite crystal in the middle of the town. And then use it to get to the Lancer Guild. And do the Lance of Destiny. Okay. Ewain, our guildmaster. I have been expecting you, Mercy. You have been training hard, I trust. I would set your next trial, one more dangerous than you have ever faced before. I would set you your next trial. Yeah. But I would not send an unprepared woman to her death. Before we proceed, I must needs verify your progress with mine own eyes. You will face 3 experienced lancers in single combat. Defeat each one in succession, and you will prove yourself fit to undertake the trial. Arm yourself and take your place in the training area. We begin when you are ready. Baby, I am armed. I'm ready to Cutscene as the trial sort of begins. I face a soft-spoken lancer, brown armor, helmet, boring. He goes down with nary a problem. This one is level 17, grizzled lancer, a little bit heavier in the armor. Actually, he's using a frontal column attack on me that I dodge usually. As is tradition. It's called Heartstopper. Probably shouldn't get hit by that. Last up is a level 20 Sharp-Eyed Lancer. Also a little heavier armored, this time in green. Also uses Heartstopper. His lance looks a bit cooler. He also used Life Surge. So I'll use Life Surge. Yeah. Since I'm level 22, this never was an issue at all. This was a very easy thing to do, but anywho. Well done, Mercy, says Ewain. Cutscene over. Speak to Ewain again. Cutscene again. Or at least fade to black. Impressive, Mercy. Most impressive. You are ready to face the trial. Yet I did not exaggerate when I said it would be dangerous. Make no mistake. To take this test is to risk death. Knowing this, do you still wish to proceed? Yeah. You disappoint me. Back again, are you? Says, and here's Folks, the gray-haired, dark-skinned lancer, elven guy, whatever they're called in this game. That woman is the only soul in this pathetic excuse for a guild who shows any promise, which is why I counseled her to leave you. Alas, she chose to remain in your house of cravens. Such a waste. This guild has outlived its purpose, and I mean to see its doors shut and barred for good. If you wish to object, I invite you to do so with lance in hand. You do not want for confidence, sir, but answer me this. What grudge do you hold against us? For what reason did you choose this of all crusades? I detest cravens who would proclaim their courage and like nothing better than to crush them. That is my reason. Well, the fixity of your purpose is clear, even if your reasoning is not. So be it. Suffice it to say, you will not have your way without a fight. Oh, but do not presume that I will be your opponent. No, you must face the Lancer over whom you so grandly claimed mentorship. The one woman among us whose potential you condescend to acknowledge. Mercy shall represent us. As Guildmaster, I wager the fate of the guild upon her lance. Ha! Do as you will, coward. It is your guild to throw away. You may even set the terms of the contest. Very well. Mercy is here to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task before she does. You are to travel to the East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He is a giant amongst boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler over all his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. Grows. When you have prepared your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth. Drawn to the stench of blood, the Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No? Then let the trial commence. Oh, it's a race. It's a race. He probably has a Chocobo as freaking cheating. Run down to the little dock here with a couple small boats. Go over to the Sweet Gloom Pier. believe it's a good time to sprint. Yeah. And we're back in Gridania with the really tall giant trees, and then the walking trees that aren't aggressive, so no worries there. Grass everywhere, lush and green everywhere. You can run through some big old logs, like hollowed out logs, just giant, twice your size in diameter, and attack these super big, kind of rough looking boars as if they have like armor on top. And they are who I have to kill for enough. 10? Ugh. Lame. And since I don't have AoE, I can't do... I can do more than one, but there's no point. I don't have AoE. I don't have any damage over time effects. Boring. Black shoes, black and black cataract. It was a time bomb. Four more. I think I'll complete the Lancer quest. Teleport back to the Lancer Guild. Lancer place. Turn that in, and then end this video, and then the pickup of this video will be doing the next dungeon, which is a continuation of the story. Tamterra Deepcroft. And yeah. Oh, there's one back here. Did somebody else come here through here before me? Now that I've got 10 bloody boar tusks, run around this giant tree to the area in question, right in front of one of those big hollow logs that you can run through. Put down my... donation's the wrong word. My... what's it called when you... offering? My offering. As you're inspecting your offering, the silver-haired dude comes up. 3. One gigantic boar. Looks the same as the others, but just bigger. The size of a thick bus. Oh, and he's got friends. Folks says, "This wager is as good as won. Behold the true meaning of courage." I mean, we both ran headfirst into battle, so both pretty courageous in my opinion. I'm not damaging the heck out of you. I should let them wail on him. See what happens. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna let them wail on him. See what happens. He summoned more. He summoned more. Water sprites? What? Fire sprites? What? What's this about? Okay, maybe I shouldn't let him die. I don't want to lose this stupid battle. Maybe he's supposed to die? I don't remember. All I know is that NPCs don't dodge shit, so... There's a cutscene as Folks just rushes at and stabs the crap out of this giant boar a few times, and then the boar, like, launches him back. And then lumbers towards Folks as he's lying on the ground. At which point, the boar's eyes go wide as you step in front to protect Folks. The boar stares at you. As big, okay, he's taller than a goddamn bus. Miounne comes up. "You shan't find much sport in these two," he says to the boar. "Come back another day, my friend." The boar gets a little uppity about that, but turns and rumbles away. "Well done, Mercy. You have completed the trial." He looks at Folks getting up. "I trust you now see the truth in my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage, it is folly." "No, this proves nothing. I refuse. I refuse to accept." Miounne looks harder at him, pulls out his lance and points it at him. Folks gasps, starts to kind of walk back. "You refuse to accept the weakness within you." Folks snarls, walks away, grabs his lance, and continues walking away. In a huff, if I do say so myself. "No, Mercy, let him be. Leave him be. Your work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently." "Darn tootin' you shall." And enough time has passed that I can just return myself back there. Not to the guild immediately, but to Gridania. Use the Ethernet system to go back to the Lancers Guild. Turn this in, end the video. Next video is going to be Tamtare Deepcroft and the continuation of the story. Miounne, "I will not lie to you. You are no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment and feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Mercy. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Folks, well, if there is a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the self-same lesson as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Mercy, and prepare yourself for further trials. Look forward to our next meeting. I get a new spear. Well, it's a good upgrade too. And oh, I get a helmet. That's a great upgrade. Very good upgrade. Heck yeah. I got to choose. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Cool. Spear time. Helmet time. Awesomeness. Interesting the way this stuff gets sorted out. Anyway, that is the end of the Lancer level 20 quest. And great to have you. Bye-bye.